Last time on Knights of the Roll Table, the knights are ripped from a portal mid-journey by an unknown necromantic force. Slamming onto the deck of a skeletal ship, they encounter a tied-up Cavin MacIntyre, who warns them of imminent danger. Bone cages spring up from the floorboards as they are assaulted by an army of Knights of the Realm, transformed into squelching, boneless zombies. Post-battle, mysterious figures open the deck, daring them to enter below, revealing themselves to be Sven and Robert, the reanimated necromantic minions of the knight's old friend Soot.
Sven? Robert?
Robert doesn't speak.
Is that you?
But Sven... in the chair, in the helm of this great ship. You do remember us. Well, we have been collecting your friends to teach them a lesson. Hey, Randall.
Yeah.
Hey, Randall. You know, that smell, that spider.
Yeah.
You're kind of wandering forward. You know, these possum folk. You have this in your mind, and you begin to walk forward, and you find the web again. And you begin to pull on it.
It's down here too.
What are you doing here, Randall, in this situation as you think that this spider might be close?
He's gonna reach into his bag of trash
and
he's gonna take out some like a Cheetos bag that doesn't have any Cheetos left in it, and he's gonna take some of the dust out, and it's like neon orange, and he's gonna go
Cheetos of the Realms.
Yeah, Cheetos of the Realms. The Cheetos equivalent of the Realms, okay? We don't want to get sued, but the equivalent, the generic version is going to...
Represented by the spokesperson, Tabaxi Cheetah.
Yep.
Tabaxi Chester or whatever. Yeah,
Mr. Tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
Now, Randall, how are you approaching this here, Randall? Are you trying to be sneaky about it? Are you trying to use like some kind of ability that you have to track this thing down? How do you want to do this here, Randall?
Oh, clumsily and loudly.
Clumsily and loudly, fantastic.
Yeah.
You're all transfixed on these kobolds, but not Randall. Randall rolled a 27 or a 26 on perception. Randall's going after this thing, and Randall, you see the spider.
Guys, I found it. It's over here.
Busy.
Crawling through the face and around the ribbed torso of Sven and Robert. Two separate, fairly large spiders.
Oh, yeah, they're over there. They have spiders, so we should be careful about that. Gross.
Yeah. I am so glad to see you again, goblin friend.
Branch is happy to see you, Sven. Can Branch help make you happy somehow? But that does not involve Branch or his friends dying or being hurt or having spiders crawling inside of them.
Oh, none of that. Okay. In fact, no one here is really dead. You've done the most killing on this ship in a long time. We simply need to borrow and build.
What are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to go somewhere in this bone ship, or there's no water?
Branch, make a persuasion check. Everybody else, what are you doing in this moment as Sven and Robert are catching up with their old friend branch.
Is there anything else? I just want to look around and see if there's anything else besides just bones. Like, if we know that they're from knights, is there anything that's like identifies, I don't know, just like pieces of what they were wearing, or like, I mean, is it just bones, or is it like
the flesh sacks that attacked you earlier were clothed beings?
Did they look like, I mean, having time to think about it, did they look like modern knight equivalent, or something from like, since Oliver's been around for a while, Oliver's over almost 1,000 years old, he would have seen various generations of knights, so I'm just wondering if I can kind of pinpoint where they were from.
These tattoos were not from 1,000 years ago. These tattoos seemed more recent. This endeavor that they have undertaken, based on your history, based on what you know. Go ahead and roll a history check for me, as you're kind of. But what you figure out immediately is that everything here seems newer.
Mm-hmm.
Everything here is alive.
19.
Yeah. Based on what Sven and Robert have said so far, these are recent collections. And you all know stories of knights going missing. In fact, it made the takeover so much easier. It made you all question, how was this possible? You're getting an idea.
Are you working for one of the elites, then? Who sent you here?
Working for one? Who do you think brought us back? For their own amusement. Just to see what we could do with our laden abilities. Magic forced through you. Do you know what that feels like? Of course not. Of course not.
Branch's persuasion, by the way, was 2 minus 1. So it's
yeah. That tracks. So that conversation seems over. And any opportunity that would have been given to anybody else based on them talking to you, you're not that good at holding attention.
No.
Of these two.
Cavin will like kind of inch over to Tiburon and be like, "Do you have any idea what's going on here?" Like, is pointing to Branch and them, like, are they friends or part of a fraternity or something? Like, I'm very confused.
I don't think they're very friendly.
Tiburon, you were also there, and you witnessed Soot attempting to bring back pirates from the dead when he could no longer find his kobolds, when they were no longer available to bring back. And you were on the ship when you stopped that behavior from happening, that magic from happening. So, not many kobold necromancers out there. So this is making a little bit of sense to you, because you were there. You saw Soot and what Soot could do, and maybe you heard stories.
Tiburon, you have some insight? Something you want to share with us?
Aye, 'tis a cursed thing to sully the corpses of the living. It carries grave consequences on occasion. I believe this may be such an occasion.
The curse that finds us here, together, with you all, our last little pieces of this grand puzzle, was not from some necromancer. We were fine. We were long gone. But it was the work of an Archfey that forced us back.
Oh, all right. I got a little bit. I actually have a little bit of experience with this. I've recently, well, not recently, but like I've once had my soul stolen by an Archfey, and it's no fun. So I feel like I'll get you a little bit, and if we could support you in any way or help you end this puzzle curse kind of thing, we would be more than happy to do that. And maybe we got some common enemies here. Maybe we could work together.
Make a persuasion
Maybe we can
check.
attack the Fae.
Obviously brought here for a reason, so maybe we can just put you out of your misery.
Ooh, 22 persuasion.
22 persuasion. Sven looks up at you with a look of recognition. immediately Sven is an inch from your face.
No! Oh, hello, hi, friend.
Floating in the air.
Oh, look at you light.
The rest of you can see that there are connections to the back of Sven that connect him to the ship. These bones reaching out, grabbing, and Sven is lifted upward in your face, Cavin. Who?
Oh, that's a lot of webbing I see here. Do you know we might have more in common than I anticipated? You ever met Lady Aronye? Not a friend of mine.
You all feel the ship shake.
Oh, that wasn't just me, right?
The floor under your feet pushes up and downward, so much that you struggle to stay on your feet. I need everybody to make a dex save for me.
23.
24.
22.
Hey, someone did worse than me on something.
23.
All right, anybody under a 10 just kind of slips and loses their footing, and they have their entire bodies just being eerily massaged by the floor, moving up and down, but just by the boniest, lankiest person that
It's
you've
like
ever
one of those
met.
massage chairs with the things that go up and down your back, except like with bones.
So who is knocked prone? Is it just Sarsa?
Sarsa.
Just Sarsa. You find your way to the ground, and you struggle to get back up as the floor writhes, and then all at once it stops.
So is that a yes?
And you see Sven's face. The energy in this skeletal snout and those deep, socketed eyes. Oh, the only problem here is that I can do it myself. And all I need... And he takes his finger and puts it on your forearm where your tattoo is. And says, is you lot. Anybody else want to do anything in this moment?
As soon as this kobold bone thing reaches for Cavin's arm, I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Oliver just like, and then just up sweeps his staff to try to sever the connection from behind him.
So there are lots of connections sticking like kind of into this thing's spine. Okay.
I'm trying to cause some, kind of like, like just pull. I'm trying to pull him up, even if it's not severed. Just pull him up so it doesn't make contact.
A bit of a dex contest here.
All right.
Between you and something else.
Just dexterity.
Actually, you can add your acrobatics if you want to.
13.
You feel as you go to strike upward, the second kobold has this sword. It's writhing against your pole arm, and it has caught it as you attempted to go upward. And you see that kobold who was giving you a chance, had a plan in mind, may have been second guessing it, darken, Cavin. And its head looks to the right, and the room erupts in cracking as pieces start shooting down at your entire party.
You know, I'm the captain myself,
and you all
I would
hear
say
this
I question
cracking,
the structural
and you see
integrity of the leadership.
these long pieces of jagged bone reach out to all of you and stop inches from each of you. And you can see Sven's hand reaching out and controlling all these. You're no good to me dead. I need you alive and writhing. I need all of you to roll initiative.
17.
So we're going to do it this way. Tiburon.
21.
21. Man, y'all's initiative are wild. We'll do Branch.
6.
Sarsa. 17. Followed by Randall.
16.
And Oliver.
14.
14. Oliver, you are currently locked in combat with Robert. Starting off the initiative order here Sven, who rolled a fun natural 20, with a 23 initiative, Sven just closes his fist. As all of you, those spiked bones, those broken, jagged, spear-like bones seek to impale all of you in some kind of freakish trap. I need every one of you to make a dex save. Actually, everybody except for Randall, who is
17.
who is off
I'm
to the
hitting all
side
17s tonight.
at the moment. Go ahead and make a dex save for me.
Is this a area
This is an
attack?
area of effect, correct?
Oh, I think I have a thing, right? Let's see.
Yeah. Goodness sakes, it is a DC 17.
Well, then Branch fails, because he got a 13.
19 for Cavin.
19 for Cavin. You pass.
10 for Tiburon.
10 for Tiburon.
Ooh.
You fail. So Branch and Tiburon.
I got 10, but I'm trying to see if I have the monk evasion, but I don't know if I do. I'm an 11th level monk, so I thought I did.
I think you would.
Yeah, I'm
right
sure you
now.
did by 11.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. Patient defense. Step of the wind.
Essentially you'll roll the save. If you make the save, then you can choose to take 0 damage
Okay, I didn't.
instead of taking half, which is what's going to happen here.
I'll take half.
You're going to take half?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. That is 30. Holy cow. Okay. So this is 42 damage, 42 piercing damage, as all these spikes find some of their targets. If you failed your save, these things stab into your armor. You attempt as best you can to get out of the way at all costs, knowing that these things will drive you through if you don't. And you expend all of your physical energy, you dislocate bones, you push your bodies to the limits to get out of the way of these things. If you failed this save, you take 41 points of damage. If you pass this save, you take 20 points of damage, of piercing damage, as these bones all fire in on all of you. Sven, in a seeming blink of an eye, is back on the helm of the ship with Robert, who is still up with you all. We're going to start here with Tiburon. What are you doing?
Well, after getting stabbed by a bunch of bones, I figure Sven is the closest target to me, right?
Sven is gone. Sven is back at the helm. Robert is currently engaged with Oliver.
Got it. Well, Oliver had the good idea to kind of go for the whatever bones or limb-like things were trying to connect him to the rest of the ship. So I am going to attack that rather than Robert.
Are you so Robert is not connected to the ship. Only Sven is.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Robert is currently on the ground, feet on the ground, stopping Oliver from striking at the tendrils that were attached to Sven. So Robert is the current only one. If you want to try and run up on Sven is currently 45 feet away, back at the very front of this room. In this
He's
location.
back on where the throne was. You said there
Back
was
where
a
the throne
throne.
is, on the far
Okay.
side of the room.
Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat, which allows me to use dash as a bonus action,
Cool. Okay.
and then I'm gonna dash for Sven,
Okay.
so I can get some attack.
So you just start running up on Sven. Oh, how are you attacking Sven here?
He's a bone man, right?
Yeah.
Little bone man. Little Roddy Spidery bone man.
I'll still take out my scimitar. I think Tiburon doesn't have time to really consider
Okay.
his combat options too much. So I think he's just gonna go in for the typical attack
All right.
that he does.
Next up is going to be Sarsa. So get ready, Sarsa. Whatever you're doing.
We got a 27, we got a 23, and we have a 20.
All of those hit, except for the 20.
All right. 12 and 15 damage.
12 and 15. All right.
Yes,
So
27.
27 points of damage. And what is that? Magical damage? Is that slashing damage? Correct.
Regular slashing.
You are
Yep.
slicing at this creature, and it seems extremely resilient. to every single slice that you make against it. So it's not appearing like those are. It's hurting it less than it's hurting Sven less than expected. There we go. So you cut and hack at this creature, and you can see that its
I'm
bones.
going to go ahead and cast Guardian
it kind of looks
Faith.
at you as it's
You
using
guys
its own
see
arm to try and deflect your
this,
attacks. And you're kind of
massive
seeing these
spectral
small
guardian
gouges in its arm,
large,
but it's
and I'm
holding
gonna
up.
stick it on
Sarsa, what are you
Sven.
doing? You see Sven engage with Tiburon, and you see it look up at you, and
Well, then
it's going to
that's my
change
turn.
its hand position, and you see another one of those giant
Just talk
spikes
trash.
burst
Just talk trash.
through
That's all I can do.
your Guardian of Faith as he counterspells it, and it dissipates.
Sarsa stays with her crew, but she'll kind of
Anything else you want to do?
put herself like
Yeah, you have
in
movement.
the
Do you wanna-
middle, or actually no, she'll move up to the front, almost putting herself.
Do you want to separate
between
yourself from the group, or do you want to
them
stay
and
with the group?
remaining party members as best as she can, and she'll
Okay.
say, "Oh, you're scared of what I can do, can't you? You saw what I did to your other baddies. Well, I'm coming for you. Just you wait."
Come then. Randall.
All right, Randall is going to shimmy over to his buddy Tiburon, and he's going to reach into his trash, and he's going to kind of pull out like a little cylinder that has like a bunch of wires on it. He's going to kind of, it has like a crank on it. He's going to like slowly kind of crank it up, and it kind of, and they can hear like some little like staticky, tick, 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 whatever. And he's going to take the other end, and it's got like a little pointy like a thumbtack on it. And he's gonna stab it into the back of Tiburon, and he's gonna feel a jolt of energy, and he's gonna be hasted.
Holy cow. That is the best haste
Here you
I've
go,
ever
buddy.
seen.
So Tiburon will be hasted, and then he's gonna take the rest of the energy that's in that build-up thing, and he's gonna put it in his little guitar, and it's gonna, and then he's gonna play a little melody, and he's gonna say, "Sarsa, Sarsa, everybody's gonna be Sarsa, Sarsa," and he's gonna give bardic inspiration to Sarsa.
At the end of your turn, Randall,
Everything's great.
you see Sven look at you and point a finger downward, and I need you to make a strength save as the floor under you collapses and reattaches as you go halfway through, and these bones spike into you. Go ahead and make a strength save for me.
Actually, a wonderful roll. 18. With
18?
a negative one on my strength save.
You manage to, before this hole closes in on you, you manage to force your body upward and outward, just with your little forearms, your little possum-y forearms. Get those opposable thumbs coming in handy. Gripping the sides, pushing down, popping up, and it collapses inward, and you see what could have been a very painful fate in the floor. It is now Oliver. What are you doing?
I'm right next to the other dude, to Bob right now, Robert.
Yes, Bob. You are face to face with Bob.
I'll just see what happens if I'm going to try to attack him with my quarterstaff here.
Okay.
So I'll make 2 attacks on Robert.
All right.
This is a magical weapon. That's going to be a 21 and 17.
21 hits, 17 misses.
Okay. The hit will be 10 damage. I'm going to use 3 charges on the staff to do force damage.
Okay.
So that's the attacks. What did it seem? Did anything seem to happen? Like
When you attacked it?
yeah, like seeing that Tiburon's attack didn't have the same effect. I'm just kind of seeing like,
So you
how
were
did-
attacked with a magical weapon, correct?
yes.
Then these are slicing and dicing as good as you want them to.
Okay.
How much damage was that total?
16.
16 damage. All right.
Yeah.
So you start to engage with Robert, and Robert is very adept with this sword. You manage to break his defense once and stab and kind of crack some of the bones on the inside and pull back. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to use a key point stunning strike. So
Okay.
Robert has to roll a con save.
I mean, he can't be stunned, though, because he's a skeleton.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
He doesn't have nerves. I don't know what to say. It's
All right, that's fine.
can't
That's
stun
fine.
him.
All of your
Okay.
pressure points, my finger just goes right through.
All right, and then bonus action. Am I a ghost puncher? Do I have magical punches? I think I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely
sure.
level
Oh, yeah.
11 monk. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely you do.
All right. Pop.
Okay, hit him.
I'm
Two more
gonna punch him.
attacks.
Yeah. Pow. Okay.
Cavin,
Let's
you're up
see.
next.
20, dirty 20, and
hits.
26.
Definitely hits. Both those hit.
So that's going to be 20 magical bludgeoning damage.
You stab your polearm into the ground and just start going to town on Robert. Your fists just kind of pulverize some of the bones. You see pieces chipping off as you can see that he has some kind of armor under this cloak as you're hitting it, but your strikes are still hitting true. Anything else you want to do on
Nobody
your turn?
Throws bones at me. No, I'm just gonna. I'm just wailing on him.
At the end of your turn, with the second legendary action for this round, Sven, trying to grab Randall, currently pointing downward, he opens his hand completely, and I need all. Hold on, I need Sarsa, anybody around Robert, basically. Sarsa, Oliver, Cavin, and Branch. I need all of you to make dex saves. As Sven's fingers themselves come flying off as these darts shoot out toward the four of you.
22 for Cavin.
22.
This was Dex, you said?
Dex.
19.
19. We're looking for 17s to beat.
I failed, but can I use deflect missiles?
Yes, you can.
So Oliver is like, huh! And then just another one comes out of him. He's like,
All right, let me go ahead and roll damage and see how this works here. Because you have to, if you roll higher than the damage that I'm dealing, right?
Yeah, I seriously doubt it, but all right.
I mean, they're fingers. It's not.
You never know.
10 points of damage to anybody who failed under a 17. Otherwise, you completely avoid any kind of damage. The damage is reduced by 16. So. Yeah. Okay. So you grab the finger out of the air, and you can throw it back at Sven. It is considered a magical weapon.
Oh yeah, if I can use a key point in my reaction to throw it back. So
if you want,
I absolutely will throw a finger, Weston, as a weapon. When am I going to throw a finger dart? I'm just going to be like, yeah, I'm going to throw it.
Go and make an attack.
Deflect missiles attack. Look at this. 27.
Goodness sakes. Yeah, that's going to hit. You grab the finger and you fire
6
it
damage.
Back. It impales Sven in the middle of his head, and you can see his own finger, kind of move up and down in his skull as he looks up at it. That was awesome. All right.
Sorry to give you the finger there, boyo.
Cavin, you're up.
Oh, that's so cool. Cavin's gonna again cast Spirit Shroud as a bonus action, calling for spirits of the dead, which there seems to be no shortage of here. He's going to use all of his movement to charge 30 feet towards Sven, and then he's going to throw his hammer at Sven, and it flies out, and he's going to do all his 3 attacks, and he kind of where he is with his empty hand, he's kind of still holding it like he's holding his hammer, so he makes all the movements to do the 3 attacks where he is, and the hammer moves like that.
Oh, that's amazing. What is your current distance from... Because you're currently 45 feet from Sven. Are you walking
so
up
he'll
on
run
Sven?
30, and then he has the throwing distance of this hammer without disadvantage is another 20 feet. So you should be able to get it.
So you can definitely make it. And for flavor, you come flying in, and you're running and throwing at the same time as it returns, throwing again, as it returns, throwing again. Make those attacks.
All right. First attack, 28. Second attack, 24. Third attack, 23.
Hits. All 3 hit. Bam, bam, bam. You can see the hammer flying out of your hand, and each time it hits, there's something brutally satisfying about seeing a hammer just smash into this creature who has disrespected and destroyed so many knights. You see it cracking into its face, and then its rib cage, and then the arm that it was using to defend itself from Tiburon.
So the total of damage will be 69 with some radiant mixed in there if that ups at all.
69 damage.
Mistakes.
It's not upping it, but it is 69 damage is a lot of damage.
Plenty.
that is a big hit. Anything else you want to do, Cavin, as you're approaching?
No, the hammer will fly back into his hand, and he's ready for more.
All right, next up is Branch.
Is anyone right next to Sven?
Tiburon.
All right, he'll be fine.
You can handle it.
I can control where
Famous
this
last words.
I can control where this is. If there's only one person, I can shift it away enough where it's not going to hit him. Branch is going to walk forward the 30 feet or so that he can, and as he's walking, he's going to say, Sven, Branch is very sorry that all of this happened to you. Branch does not want to hurt you. But, and as he gets to that last spot, you have hurt me, and you have hurt Branch's friends. And he's going to cast Moonbeam at Sven. I think all that happens right now is a silvery beam of pale light will shine down. It's a 5-foot radius and 40 feet high. And I'm casting that as a level 3 spell, so...
Goodness,
extra
damage.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do, Branch? Oh, and Branch, go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that fun little speech. That was fantastic.
Cool. No, I think he will just shake his head sadly.
Okay. Great. Then it's Robert's turn, everybody. Well, Robert, having gotten absolutely thrashed, looks up at Oliver, and he has the single blade out. You see 2 more arms emerge from under the cloak, each bearing their own swords, and this is going to be fun. Okay. You see lower torso start to spin as these blades go through. And I need... He's making an attack roll on you. Sorry. That is 16 to hit you. Miss on Sarsa. And then you, Oliver. What's your AC?
20.
20. Okay. You see these blades start to emerge and start to spin outward. You manage to duck out of the way, as does Sarsa. Last attack. That is definitely going to hit. And he's going for you, Robert. That is a 24 to hit.
You mean Oliver?
Sorry, not you, Robert. Oliver. You, Oliver. 24 to hit you, Oliver.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oliver, you take 17 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
As you feel the blade dig into you, this necromantic, sickening energy.
Natural 20, 28.
Goodness sakes. Okay.
Sorry, cool guy.
No, that's fine. In my homebrew, if you nat 20 on a save, you don't take anything. So you manage to get the blade out before this effect happens, whatever it was, and that is our knight's turn. At the end,
I'd like to think he gets it in his bracers of defense that he has, and he just kind of like, you know,
rips it out.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Absolutely. So at the end of Sven's turn, or sorry, at the end of Robert's turn. Gosh, so many new names. All right, at the end of Robert's turn, we're gonna have a layer action go off. I need all of you to make a con save for me, as a flash of necromantic energy pulses from Sven into the entirety of the ship, and all of you feel this daze sweep over you. 20. Goodness sakes.
19.
The save is 17.
17.
19.
Anybody else?
Cavin will use his Indomitable ability, because he initially rolled a 1, to re-roll a saving throw that you fail and get 29.
Okay. Goodness sakes. Yep. That definitely saves.
Nice. That's a good use for that.
Tiburon, what did you roll?
19.
You all pass. You all feel this wave of anti-life energy as your form all of your forms start to loosen. And you pull it together, pushing past whatever this horrifying effect would have been. It is now Sven's turn. Sven is going to...
So Sven needs to roll a Constitution saving
Thank you
throw.
for reminding me.
DC 18.
That is a +6. That is an 11. Yeah, that's an
He's gonna
11.
fail then.
But he's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed on it.
Okay.
Instead. That's the beginning of his turn. All of you, we're going to have some fun. All of you, as Sven kind of lifts himself up with these bony tendrils attached to his back, you see him take both of his arms, point at what is this skull, and then reach out at all of you in this. It's a cone. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Something I'm actually good at.
I don't know. You've been all of your saves have been pretty ridiculous. So
It ends here. I got a 9.
20.
21.
oh well. 21,
22.
15. Okay. So anybody under 17, you are going to take 25 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned until the end of Sven's turn. As you feel, you are all overcome with this muddling, like, numbness of your flesh. You succeed, Sarsa. You do not take any damage, and you are not stunned. However, Cavin and who else rolled low? Cavin and Oliver, you are both stunned until your next round. Let's see, that is 1. At the end of Sven's turn, he's going to use an action to reach out a finger at you, Tiburon. Does a 20... What's 12 plus 9? 21. 21 hit you, Tiburon?
Oh, yes, it does.
It connects with you. I need you to make a con save.
11.
You feel your body slacken, and you feel yourself starting to melt as this putrid, like, infectious energy starts to come over you. That is not the right damage.
This
You
spell's
take
called Soft Serve.
53 points of necrotic damage as you feel your skin and flesh begin to melt off of your bones.
I am down.
Oh no!
That is exactly.
Are you serious? Tiburon, with...
Ooh.
No, you still have saves. It's okay, Tiburon. On your turn, we're going to do it this way. I want you to roll your saves in secret. All right.
What spell was that?
That is...
Harm?
No.
Or Blight?
Liquefy bones.
This is a homebrew spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is how liches make the creatures that you all saw.
Liches
all
do
right.
stitches.
Every one of
jinx.
you. Tiburon, it is now your turn. Go ahead and roll a death save.
But he rolls 2 because he's
I
hasted.
don't wait, did you use the haste AC boost?
I did.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Just making sure.
It got me to 20.
All right, you roll that death save, Tiburon. It is. I mean, if you roll a 20, you can tell us, and you can come back up. Obviously.
I rolled a 20.
Did you? Are
Nice.
you
So-
serious? No way!
Back, buddy. Go Tiburon.
Tiburon, you do have a point of exhaustion as you have come back from the brink of death, but you have 1 hit point, Tiburon. You have a single hit point. You don't feel great. You're feeling loosey goosey. You took some muscle relaxers and not a few amount of them, but you are indeed up, Tiburon. It is now Sarsa's turn.
Man, what a ride we're on right now.
What's it going to be, Sarsa? You see your friend frozen next to you, and you see your friend semi-melty in front of you. The closest enemy is Robert,
Yeah.
who has grown 2 more arms.
I'm gonna place a hand on Oliver and cast Lesser Restoration, and that'll end a disease or condition afflicting him.
That does it. Oliver, you feel your senses come back to you as the pain in your head, that psychic spinning dissipates and lifts.
Who was Jelly? Was
Real
it
jelly.
Tiburon that was Jelly?
It was
Tiburon's
Tiburon, yeah.
I'm gonna, with my movement, once I've got him, like, I see that Oliver is like, okay, I'm gonna make my way and, like, get to Tiburon, and even if I have to provoke an attack of opportunity, I'm gonna put myself between any...
Okay, as you
Nearby
leave
nasty.
Sven's range, he is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Roberts.
Robert, sorry. Robert, that is a 16 to hit, I believe. No, an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
You take 17 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
That's gonna be a 21.
21, yep, you're good.
I hang on though, because I do have my Thunderous Rebuke since it was a
Ooh.
melee attack on me.
Okay, it's a wisdom save?
No, I think it's just a wisdom attack.
Oh, so it's a spell attack. You just make an attack roll, and then use your spell attack.
So it's 23 to hit.
That hits, yep, absolutely. 2d6
So that'll
plus
be-
9.
Yeah, so that's 20 lightning damage.
You
Rebuked.
He strikes at you and connects, and you hear this kind of breathy posturing come out of Robert's visage. I don't know, whatever skeletons have. And you grab the blade and you ignite it. This static, sizzling electrical energy just crackles through the blade back into Sven, and you see him just writhe for a second as 20 points of lightning damage just strike him back. Great shot. That was wild.
Not today, boyo. Yeah, and she's basically, like, literally, like, standing over Tiburon, like, she will take any hit that is coming at him if she can. That's my goal.
All right.
Anyways.
It is now Randall's turn.
Randall is going to run over to his buddy Tiburon, and he's going to reach into his bag of trash, and he's going to, like, pull out some gauze, and he's going to start wrapping it around. He's going to take out, like, some little tubes and, like, spray some, like, gel on them, and, like, rub some stuff on him and be like, come on, buddy, you can do it, get back in there, give him the old 1-2, give him the old 1-2 punch, give him the old what for, the old salt and pepper, put a little mustard on it, all right, and, like, kind of psych him up and, like, get him going, and he's gonna heal him. I'm gonna do healing word, but I'm gonna do it at a 3rd level, so that'll be 3d4 plus 8.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 15 hit points. Get in there, buddy. You can do it. Give me the old what for? Give me the old 1-2.
15 hit points. Okay, anything else?
That's gonna be
All
it.
right. You feel yourself less melty than before, Tiburon, with this pep talk. Randall, touching Tiburon, giving him the old shoulder rubs. Pretty gross, even for a trash eater like you. This is like massaging like putty. You know that crazy putty or whatever that you put on newspapers to like pull off the comic. It feels
Silly
yeah, silly putty. It feels like that, but if it was like exposed to water for too long, it's real gross. But you managed to firm it up a little bit. Tiburon, you're feeling a little bit better. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Randall?
Thank you.
That's it.
Okay, at the end of Randall's turn, Sven seeing this little thing happening again, Sven's going to say, I'm going to get you, rodent. And it's going to... I know they're not rodents. I recognize that. And it's going to open up the floor again. I need you to make another strength save there, Randall. It's trying to get the ship to eat you. 15. You fall down. Those opposable thumbs won't save you now. And you feel it crush in on you. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as it smashes into your rib cage, and you are what's that? You are grappled, so you have a movement of 0 until you can escape from whatever this thing is. It is now Oliver's turn. Oliver freed from the stun. Thank you to Sarsa's lesser restoration. What do you want to do, Oliver? You have Robert in front of you.
I'm going to run over to Sven. I have a speed of 55, so I think I can get over to him.
So Robert,
Yeah.
having multiple arms, one swings back at you. Robert can take 2 reactions on his turn.
Okay. I'll use a key point to disengage.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's that. Never mind.
So that's my bonus action.
Dope.
Dope. Worth it.
Absolutely.
Done with that bone guy. I'm gonna go over to this other bone guy. All right, and I'm gonna say, "You're where the real action is," and just kind of leap up. With my disengage, I've got extra like leaping, like jumping distance too. So I'm just gonna like do a leaping attack with the quarterstaff pike.
Do it.
Swing down, do some attacks.
Make it happen.
All of the things here. So first attack is 28.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second attack is 26.
Yes. Also yes.
Okay, I'm going to add 3 charges of force damage.
So go ahead and give me damage for just the first strike.
16.
16. As soon as that damage hits Sven, you can see this realization that you're about to like hurt him a lot, and the bones contract and pull Sven into the wall. And then you hear this on the other kind of probably about 20 feet away from you. On the other side, he pops out again, now away from the helm.
Oh, that's no fair.
He's using his Far Realm step, but it's, flavored for
Okay.
fun.
All right. How far away was he from me?
Now he's about 20 feet away from you.
I don't have the movement. All right. Well, that was one attack. Since I'm a Kensei monk, I'm going to throw.
Do tell.
I'm going to throw a ninja throwing knife, which is the kunai, and I'm going to just be like, all right, just like throw
I'm still coming for it.
this thing, and try to hit him because I got weapons. 28.
Go ahead. Yeah, 28 is absolutely going to hit him.
I'm going to aim for the same spot that the finger hit and just like try to make the hole a little deeper.
Yeah, Sven is
That'll
not
be-
looking great right now.
That'll be 6 piercing damage, magical piercing damage.
Okay, that's it for Sven. What do you want this to look like?
Oh,
Yay!
With
I'm
the
going.
flying kunai.
Yeah, the flying kunai. I'm gonna just be like, nobody gets away from me when I'm in the middle of beating them senseless. And just throw this knife right. I want it to kind of go like right in the same area where the finger went, and just go like all the way through, like, and kind of like hold him through his skull, so it kind of like goes into the back of the back of the wall. So it's like pinning him
into the wall. Yeah, this thing just spears right through him, through his skull. He goes flying backward. It goes flying backward into the wall with the kunai in its head, and you see the bone-like arms that are connecting him go limp and lax. And you see a spider crawl up and out and onto the floor, limping. It's not an 8-legged spider. It has many. It's like a millipede, in the shape of a spider, crawling and kind of moving its legs back and forth toward all of you.
I saw this episode of Star Trek Next Generation. It was not.
Cavin.
Cavin was stunned, but maybe by Sven. So is he free when Sven goes down?
You're still stunned because it was the damaging effect of it
Okay.
that stunned you. And
So probably nothing he can do
okay,
other than wait.
Branch. You are now no longer stunned.
Okay.
Branch is No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Branch is going to use his bonus action and say a heal at Tiburon. Give you some more healing with healing word, since apparently a whole bunch of us have that in this group. I'm going to do that as a 4th level spell, so you get a couple of extra d4s on that. You get 19. You heal for 19.
Hooray.
And then I'm going to use my action to move that moonbeam onto the spider, the Milla spider.
Okay, Robert's turn. And you can see that Robert's form has changed quite a bit since Sven went down. Robert's extra limbs go limp, and you can see him struggling to move. And he goes up to make a final attack against Sarsa, who is the only one kind of left in the vicinity. And before he can, you see him fall to pieces, shattering on the ground. And immediately, you all hear a small cry from where the spider was located, as it's now top of the round here. You hear a sizzling and burning for a second. And then the room, the ship itself, starts to creak.
Uh-oh.
And you all notice the floor becoming soft, and all these well fit together bone structured pieces begin to separate slowly, and each of them begin to disappear and dissipate. All these popping noises with these little wisps of smoke. And within minutes, the entire structure is gone. And you are now floating in this ethereal astral space. And all of the corpses that were once writhing and horribly malformed are full again, are people.
Oh no, I killed some of them!
Returned to their full form. And all of you feel the pull from the beginning in the opposite direction as you are hoisted and your brains start to feel the static, the hissing come back, and all of you start blasting through the other end of this portal. Ba, 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 ba. And not just you, but all the others, the probably 70 other knights, come blasting through the other end of this portal. And that's where we end our session tonight.
Nice.
I have to say, we do a lot of like callbacks. I do a lot of thinking about like what stories are left untold that we could return to, and what's going on with Sven and Robert was not a string I anticipated ever pulling on again.
I love it so much. So good.